What does it mean to fall in love? It means that you get this initial gift, right? It's called in the Kabbalah an arousal from above. You fall in love, all of a sudden, and oh my God, it sort of works, and you're not alone in the universe, and love conquers all, and things seem to be working themselves out, and there's no boundaries between you, and she says, honey, I want to go live in Alaska. Sure, I'll come with you to live in Alaska, no problem, right? And everything is kind of completely solvable, and making love and buying groceries is precisely the same experience, right? That's holosync, barring, Bill's technology here, right? And that is to say, it's a gift for which you haven't worked. Now, why does the universe in its very structure, right, offer that gift? Because the universe understands that if you don't have a vision of what's possible,
that's it.
Then you're never going to do the work.
That's right.
Right. So what the vision of what's possible beckons and opens us up to and invites us to is to do the work. So using a neural technology like, for example, holosync, is not to replace, right, the long-term work of committed practice. It's to open up the taste, right, the invitation, right, the possibility of what might be. And it's only when I have that experience of kind of falling in love and I know what might be, that I'm willing 6 months later when I wake up and say, who the heck is that? What am I doing here? Go to Alaska, are you crazy? I'm not even going to a movie with you tonight. Right? I'm willing to actually stay and do the work if it's the place to stay and do the work.
Yeah.
And it not always is, but if it's the place to stay and do the work, I'm willing because I've got a vision of what that might be, what that might look like, how that might unfold. So falling in love and using that kind of neural technology to allow a person to access that kind of state, which offers an alternative to the vacuity, to the emptiness, to the dejection, to the despair, right? Which the addictive state comes and seeks to, in a pseudo-eros kind of way, replace, right, is actually a sacred technology,
yes,
right, built into the very fabric of how the universe is constructed, which is, of course, why you would deploy it and why it's so essential.
And whoever would say that it's not work has never done it. It just gives you access to the deepest parts of your pain. When I first started using it, my first week, I basically became an enlightened being. Body, mind dropped. I was not this little John self. I was this much bigger entity.
I wasn't sure that happened.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was one of the ways. But anyway, and I was like, okay, I've been doing this for 7 days, and I'm enlightened. This is ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about it. It's so silly. Well, that was one of those emergent, I'm going to show you what the future is going to look like. And then I went through 9 months of absolute just agony, right, going through all my darkness. And I dealt with this stuff intellectually before cognitively, okay? Men think if we can think about it, we fixed it.
Right.
It ain't so. Trust me.